Graham Rawlins with our midweek edition of News Geelong. Barwon Water Black Rock Environmental Precinct will soon be home to a new biosolids drying plant and a new recycled water plant. Paco Festa, celebrating diversity for 30 years, was once again a colourful stream of cultures and communities over a 9-hour period in the heat of last Saturday. Looking into the world of sport, we talked to football with Geelong Cats coach Chris Scott and Geelong Falcons coach Andy Althorpe. While from the weather world, we'll update you with the Geelong and Surf Coast area weather forecast expected over the next 6 days. With the advent of the new residential developments at Armstrong Creek and Torquay North, Barwon Water has begun work on a new biosolids drying plant and a new recycled water plant to supply high-quality recycled water to these areas. Meryl Friend reports.
Barwon Water's expanding recycling program continues. Here at Black Rock, a $42 million stage 1 for recycled water. We're able to catch up with all the people involved in this exciting new project.
It will provide recycled water not only to Armstrong Creek, Torquay North, but also it replaces industry use, which is very important.
And so this is a $42 million first stage, much more to come than that. Where's all the funding coming from?
My understanding is it was $20 million obviously from the Commonwealth Government, and the rest is coming through Barwon Water and the state government.
Oh, look, it's very important for the future of the region, and from an environmental perspective, we're really glad Barwon Water yet again shows the way, not just at a regional level, but nationally as well. The community has a high expectation of not just the water sources, particularly coming out of 8 or 10 years of drought, and the need for that. And as a board, we're planning infrastructure so we can endeavour to waterproof the region in the years ahead. It's a very significant project for Barwon Water in Geelong. I think it's one of the most iconic projects Barwon Water's ever undertaken, not in dollars, but in importance to the region, importance to recycling water. I think it's right up the top of the tree. One of the things that most people would like to see is reducing the ocean outfall, this is the location of the major sewer in Geelong. By building a project like this, we're reducing the ocean outfall in stages, so there's a beneficial area there. We're also delivering 2 quality Class A and Class C recycled water, so it's a fit-for-purpose recycled water plant which services Armstrong Creek, Torquay North, plus all the golf courses and industry around the area. And I think a lot of those businesses wouldn't be commercially viable without the use of recycled water, so it shows you how the community's changed. And we also know from our community surveys that at least 95% of our community strongly support recycled water.
From Black Rock's new recycle plant, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. While our environmentalists work tirelessly to protect the homes of rare and threatened bird species along our coastline, the area is also home to a common introduced predator, the red fox, which directly threatens the breeding success, feeding and roosting of many of these birds. Debbie Meaney has more.
A trial of fox trapping is underway in the Jan Juc Dune area. I spoke with Mike Bosworth from the Great Ocean Road Coast Committee about what they're doing with these traps and why it's particularly important for our fauna in the area.
Yeah, Debbie, we've for many years we've been concerned about foxes taking native animals. There's quite a few native animals that are vulnerable to foxes, and populations of native animals are already low, and predation from foxes and also cats is a real worry because it keeps the populations down at really critical levels. So we're trialling a program at the moment in bushland areas of Jan Juc, which we hope to be able to extend to other areas that we manage on the coast between Torquay and Lorne to trap foxes and dispose of them, humanely euthanize them, basically to remove them from and their predatory pressure from those coastal natural areas. And as you said, there's species like hooded plovers, which we know from nighttime nest camera imagery. Foxes take hooded plover chicks and eggs. So yeah, there's a direct motivation there for us to protect the threatened species. And there's other threatened species like southern brown bandicoots, which are known to be prey items for foxes. And so we're excited to give it a shot and waiting to see what results we get.
On the Surf Coast, this is Debbie Meany for News Geelong.
Thank you, Debbie. Read the Play is an innovative program which addresses the health and well-being of young people at the junior, that is under 16 football and 15 and under netball levels within the local Geelong, Geelong and District and Bellarine leagues. Meryl Friend reports.
We're here at Headspace in Ryrie Street in Geelong, and for 2012 the ambassador for Read the Play Week is Nathan Vardy. We were able to catch up with him and also the coordinator Emma Mooney.
My role with Read the Play is sort of to support the organisation, and yeah, being from a little country town, I sort of grew up with the stigma that you sort of can't talk about mental health. So yeah, I just sort of had a bit of involvement with with kids around that age group growing up, so I thought it was a great organisation. I just wanted to support it.
And so with your role, you'll be able to be involved in a week starting from the 2nd of June when Geelong play Greater Western Sydney, and you've actually got a week where you'll be going around to the clubs. Yeah,
I'll go out to the clubs and watch a few of the games and present football to the best team player in the game, and so I'll sort of mingle in with a few people at the club and yeah, talk to a few of the kids then.
Now, just on a personal note, you had a bit of a rough time last year with your injury. How's things going?
Yeah, the hip's going really well at the moment. I've just started running the last month, so yeah, fingers crossed. It's going great. So yeah, hopefully be back sooner rather than later.
The program is a mental health awareness program that's rolled out to the junior levels of sport clubs. So we're lucky enough to have a lot of the clubs around Geelong and the Geelong District involved this year.
So with these programs happening at clubs, which sort of clubs around Geelong are involved?
All the football and netball clubs around the three main leagues. So we've got the Bellarine League, we've got the GDFL, which is the Geelong District Football League, and we also have the Geelong Football League as well.
And what sort of programs can people expect to find in those places?
So what we do is we have a mental health professional that will go out to the clubs and deliver a game sense night, and with that game sense night the kids learn a lot about mental health awareness and also where to go if they're suffering from a mental health problem and what to do if somebody asks them if they are suffering from a problem.
And it really is a lot more common than we're aware, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's 1 in 4 young person that will suffer from a mental health problem, and only 1 of those 4 will actually go and seek professional help.
From Headspace Barwon, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. As we go to a break on this midweek edition of News Geelong, don't forget you can Twitter us on our Twitter account at NewsGeelong31 with your thoughts and comments. We'll return with more news after this.